I'm standing on the ground on my side of the garden. The peach tree is loaded with fruits and a lot of them have been falling. This is where I feed the chickens, and a lot of the fruits, the apples and the peaches have been falling. And they're getting rotten and they smell kind of sour. But these peaches aren't really that ripe yet. I mean, they keep falling, but you know, when I feel them, they're still pretty hard. There's a bunch of them at the top of the tree. Those, of course, are the best ones. But they tend to get nibbled by squirrels. I kind of want to spare you the details, but anyway, they get nibbled by squirrels. You know, if I'm standing at the top in my apartment looking down at the peach tree, you can see where the squirrels have eaten the tops of the peaches. And then when it rains, they get wet and then they rot. And of course they fall off the tree, and it's kind of yucky, but like I said, I mean, the ones that I see that I have the ability to reach, I feel them, and they're still very, very hard. There's a bunch down here. This is like hard as a rock. This branch actually broke somewhere in there. You can't really see, but it broke from the weight of the fruit, and so I think after the fruits are done, I'm just gonna severely prune. And by severely, I mean I'm just gonna cut everything and just leave almost the stump of a tree. That's what I'm hoping to do. I don't think that's necessarily gonna happen, because I probably don't really have the proper tools, and I certainly don't have the energy. I'm gonna have to rely on somebody else to help me do it, and you know, that kind of help is not necessarily easily forthcoming, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I was kind of hoping to pick some peaches today, but like I said, I don't really think that anything is quite ready. I'm sure there's a few that are sort of ready, but I don't know. Anyway, I have to go across the street to string up some cucumbers. I started making a trellis. It's been like weeks and I'm trying to get this trellis put together. There's this wood that I got, so I acquired some wood, and these are like 2x4s that I cut in half to make you know, a decent size. You know, you don't need a whole 2x4 to make a steak for tomatoes. So anyway, I have steaks for cucumbers that I already put together, but I need to put the horizontals, and what else am I trying to say? Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then I gotta put some the string of the cucumbers. Anyway, I'll show you what I mean when I'm talking about that. I want to show you my peppers. They're doing so well. This is the Horizon peppers. There's some more. I had to take them off the wall because the people next door with their renovation of the building over here, they're redoing the siding, so they asked me to take the plants off the wall, which is a slight inconvenience. Hopefully they won't be at this task for too long. They were working on the back, and then they were working on the front part of the house, and you know, it's been like almost a week since I took the stuff off the wall, and they still haven't worked on this side, so it's like, whatever. I guess better safe than sorry. because actually a lot of stuff has been falling off the top and onto the ground and going back and forth. So, you know, I suspect that something would have probably gotten knocked off the wall, even if they're not actually working on this side. So anyway, whatever. Slowly making my way over to the garden across the street. These dahlias are kind of slow with their flowers. This one here is getting mites on the leaves. You can sort of tell because the color starts to get a little lighter and it looks like they're covered with dust. And the undersides are very white as opposed to like this. Well, let's see if we can compare. Hardly looks different. I mean, you can kind of tell. It's not a very good image on the camera, but it's very white. It looks dirty and dusty under there. Anyway, it's got mites on it, and I think it's because I don't water them enough. I think I guess what I've been doing really is water them very heavily, like every other day. It's only been like in the low to mid 80s. Well, it's been fair, very nice actually. So it's not that bad. Meanwhile, I'm getting my first tomatoes. These are tumbler. It's like a large cherry. And I'm gonna taste it because this is actually my first tomato of the season.